Breaking news. See how Pantani led plots to violently back Christian activities in the North. In fresh revelation about past extremist involvement of President Muhammadu Buhari's Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Isa Pantami, he has been accused of plotting with some Muslim leaders in the North to stifle Christian activities in the northern part of the country. On July 13, 2010, according to the People's Gazette, Isa Pantami shared a meeting of Jamaatul Nasrat Islam, where it was agreed that Christians should be prohibited from building churches in the city center across the country. The JNI, led by the minister, concluded that Christians should only build churches around designated corners away from the cities. Pantami and the Muslim leader also argued and agreed that evangelism should be prohibited and any attempt by Christians to resist the measures should be met with violence. They should know that we have more control of the masses and the youth. Mr. Pantami and other Muslim leaders should say that during the meeting held at Bauchi Center Mosque. Any attempt by any Christians to disobey or revolt against the decision should mean that he wants fight and should mean fighting against the vision of Allah, which the followers of Allah should not watch, but we shall violently wipe off and wipe away the Christians in these states. It was gathered that the JNI also condemned Christians in Plateau and Kaduna plotting to cause mayhem by enlisting Muslims in the security agencies as allies. Pantami and his colleagues also concluded that they will use Muslims in the military to help bring arms and ammunition into Kaduna. The Muslim Ummah in Jos have solemnly resolved to fight the governor, his government, and the entire Christians in any way possible. They should never support this government, and they will destroy any development that should come to Plateau, even the existing ones. Again, they are ready to jihad in the state, as we have presently secured the needed arms. Over 3,000 foreign arms have now entered Jos, and we will not vote during the governorship election, the communique read. Recall that yesterday's Kofa reported that the trouble of the plate of Pantami worsened after Ndudi Elumelu, minority leader of the House of Representatives, joined the calls for his immediate dismissal over comments he made in the past in support of terrorist groups. Elumelu, on the floor of the House, he joined the call asking President Muhammadu Buhari to sack the minister over its now recanted views, supporting terror groups such as Al-Qaeda and Taliban. Moving a point of order on Wednesday plenary, Elumelu said that the minister should be sacked, having owned up to taking extreme position in the past. He said that Pantami does not qualify to oversee the Minister of Communications, which controls the database of Nigerians. The lawmaker joins other Nigerians who have been calling for the minister's resignation over the pro-Al-Qaeda comments. In a video from the 2000s, Pantami, who is a known Islamic scholar, was reported to have said while he was against the extremist anti-Western ideologies of Boko Haram, he supports some of what Al-Qaeda and Taliban had preached, but he recanted the views at a recent lecture in Abuja, saying that his position at the time was based on misunderstanding as a teenager. Some of the comments I made some years ago that are generating controversies now were based on my understanding of religious issues at this time, and I have changed several positions taken in the past based on new evidence and maturity, he said. I was young when I made some of the comments. I was in the university. Some of the comments were made when I was a teenager. I started preaching when I was 13 years of age. Many scholars and individuals did not even understand some of the international events of the event, and therefore took some position based on the understanding. Some have come to change their position later concerning this. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow, I don't know, I wasn't there when it happened, but we've heard of Pantani. I don't know. Okay, even if it supported this so-called terrorist group back then, what should be asked that? What they should ask him is, who is he supporting now? Is he still with these people or with the innocent ones? Yes. If Pantami was a good person like he claims he is now, then he should have resigned a long time ago, with all these worrisome allegations being leveled against him. So that is it. So don't expect anything good apart from insult, blackmail, character assassination, false witness, and willful lies from these people, because they can never change. They can never change. I know that God will disappoint every one of them supporting terrorist minister. I know for sure, because God has protected his people from being harmed. He made them have their way back then. Doesn't mean that he is asleep. You guys belong to terrorist religion. They all belong to terrorist religion. Hence, from now on, they support killing of innocent people by the same terrorists like them. Just watch what will happen to them soon. God will soon destroy them one after the other if they refuse to repent and confess their atrocities. So viewers, what is your comment on this? Please don't hesitate to drop them below the comment box. Thank you.